Hello, this is ELB. Let's get back to work. So, I believe last time we added the gamepad overlay. Let me check real quick. This was 2 days ago, really? Huh. In any case, that is what we did. In the meantime, I actually went and modified it slightly. All I did was make the sticks look slightly rounder, and that's literally it. Anyhow, yesterday I watched through the Netflix Castlevania series, well, at least the 4 episodes that are released so far, and aside from some dialogue choices, which were a little bit iffy at times, I thought it was really good. The animation was... Okay, so the art style was fantastic. It was a wonderful mix of anime and like an American, more serious cartoon style. It's sort of what you see in, you know, things like Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it also made me kind of think of the Boondocks. I'm not sure what else. In any case, watched it. It was good. I enjoyed it greatly. And if you haven't seen it yet, the final fight in the 4th episode is one of the coolest fight scenes I've seen in a long, long time. And this show had a lot of cool fight scenes. Like, some which were just regular old brawls. Well, one that's a regular old brawl, one that's like 2 straight-up monster fights that were really good. But then the final fight, it was just, oh my goodness, it was just so good. It was so cool to see. And obviously it's Castlevania, right? So you're following a Belmont, and he's fighting either vampires or monsters, demons, whatever. And in the show, he has access to his whip and his sword. And the way he uses his whip is so freaking cool. It's like he just manipulates it in the perfect ways to defeat his enemies. And in that final fight, you just see him go to town, and it's just so cool to see. So, obviously, that got me thinking, what would it look like if I had a whip in Shipwreck? And now the first thing you might think is, well, if there was a whip in Shipwreck, then, I mean, I don't know, you'd be whipping things. But the problem that I realized I would run into was the current attack animation system doesn't quite support it that well. And I was up really late last night, just lying in bed thinking about it, thinking about whether or not I should redo the entire system, redo part of the movement system, to help me make combat more complicated. And eventually I settled on not totally reworking it, but rather making some minor changes. I don't know if I'm going to be making I don't really know if I'm going to be making changes to the movement system yet, but it is in my head. Something as simple as like adding, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, actually adding some weight to the movement. Right now, it's just 1-to-1, where you push the stick, the character moves. But rather, you having to get up to speed, and you not stopping instantly, not being able to turn on a dime. And there's pros and cons to that, and in the end, I don't want it to be like floaty feeling. I want it to feel like you just have a slight bit of heft to your movement, but it still feels really good to control, like you're in control. But with the way it works now, all we can do is we can slow the character down when they step in water or mud or something. We wouldn't be able to have them slipping across ice, or I don't know, having wind push them as well. I mean, we can have wind push them now, but you know what I mean. It definitely doesn't support ice, which I would like it to be able to support, of all things. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to start modifying this combat system. So, what I would like, the only real thing I want to change is what animation is selected. Not what animation, what frame, what keyframe, I don't know, what part of the animation is selected. Like here, let's look at the sword. Not that sword. Katana. It's got one subimage. And you might think to yourself, okay, what's wrong with that? Well, that might work fine for a sword, because a sword is only going to be doing one thing. It's going to be getting flipped around, right? But a whip, it's not a static object. You know, a whip is a dangerous rope, essentially. It's going to move around. It's going to flail about like a hose. If you swing it over your head, it might, like, curve a bit. You can, you know, wrap it up and prepare to, you know, hit with it a little bit. Yeah, it's not something that we can animate in the same way we do a sword. So, what this means is we need to be able to create multiple subimages that we can go between depending upon the part of the animation. So, like, the attack might start with you whipping the whip around your head, so it's going to be like a big wide arc circle around your body, and then it suddenly lashes out and it's like full on straight out, and then the next part of the animation has it bunching back up as it comes flying back to the player, right? So that was loud. So what we need to be able to do is we need to be able to select the subimage that we're using. And this shouldn't be too difficult as far as I can tell. So let's start by looking in the attacks template. Okay, now let's also open up the melee sword, because why not? This is our template essentially for everything else. Okay, so let's see, weapon angle, allow, disallow, damage, character speed modifier, weapon facing direction, 1 equals blade at clockwise, -1 equals blade counterclockwise. Let's also do subimage. weapon sub image. So var created sword subimage dot created sword id dot weapon subimage var n equals 0. So let's see if attack state is equal to -1, or state timer is at time end of attack state plus equals 1, state timer stop showing trail. Hold on. Image index, I believe, is the subimage. Yep. Nope. Image index equals weapon subimage attack state. Done. It's as simple as it was. So, or at least I believe it is. So now that we have this, okay. What am I looking for? I'm looking for scripts. So many to add. Okay. Oh, wrong thing. And that should be fine. Spit attack start. Okay. All this modifying after the fact really sucks, honestly, but it's necessary. I mean, we might end up recreating a lot of these animations later on anyhow, but keeping things consistent would be at least a bit nice. So I think it's 4. let's see if we broke it. Hopefully we didn't. Theoretically, everything will be exactly the same. Yep, okay, cool. Oh, hello. Okay, what did we do? So action number 4 in step event 2 of OBJ melee sword. So action number 4 of step event 2. Is it in state change? I'm assuming it is. I mean, it would have to be, right? So line 18. Unit equals attack state. So what's the problem exactly? So it went out of range. Okay. Okay, so what am I doing? Do this. Then I can put things which should not happen at the end. Okay. Oh, no, not the right thing. Green one. That's what we want. Okay. Let's try this now. Oh boy, okay. That was unexpected. What did I break? It didn't even change anything. Right? What even happened? Like, that works. Oh, was I just going too fast? Oh, that's all. I was just going too fast. Oh my goodness, I'm stupid. Good to know it works. Okay, cool. Wow. Okay. Well, in order to do better, or in order to test this out better, I should say, let's make a new weapon. Create group. Whip. SPR, melee, whip. So, hold on a moment. Here, let's duplicate this real quickly. SPR, melee, whip. Okay. This music's so quiet. Right now I'm listening to Glass Animals. Love them so much. Okay. So, things need to be a little bit different. Let's move you to there, I guess. So let's go for 2531. But that's probably not correct. Yeah, so 2532. Okay, let's do this. Looks a little bit odd, but that's okay. We're gonna have it do that. One where it's all bunched up. Oh, way too big. Okay. So we'll probably be adding more, but for now let's leave it at that. Okay. We can pretty much straight up copy the OBJ melee sword, I think. OBJ melee whip. Okay. So let's see. Players, OBJ parent player. Wait, no, hold on. Let's try creating an attack first. Create group. Whip. Duplicate. Okay, so what are we going to call this? SCR attack whip 1 start. Okay. Oh, it's been a little while. Okay, so attack button input controller number. Okay, so Vera created sword ID. Whatever, we can leave that as sword. It doesn't really matter. So I'm probably going to be changing this soon to be another argument that says what type of object is being used for the sword. Yeah. I'm also going to need to change it so that we can choose the sprite that it uses. We'll do that soon, but not immediately. Okay. So let's start with intended hold direction. No, let's see. So the weapon direction will start at, no, we'll start it at 0. The direction end will be, let's do a full 360. You'll see what I'm doing here in a moment. Let's keep that at linear. Weapon angle will stay at 0 the entire time. Weapon distance, let's say 4, I guess, the entire time. Character moving. No, the player's not going to be moving. Are they going to be facing any particular direction? Nope, they're just swinging it around. Allow aiming, true. Disallow turning. Okay, disallow aiming. No, we're not disallowing aiming. Or should we? No, let's disallow aiming. Disallow turning, true. Disallow moving, true. Disallow dodging, true. Disallow attacking, true. Damaging, false. Character speed modifier 1. Character facing, or weapon facing. Yeah, so it's going to be going around in a clockwise way. So we're going to keep this at facing clockwise. Yeah. And then weapon sum image is not going to be 0. It's going to be 1. Okay. So let's see. Oh, time end. Let's say it takes about 20 steps to go all the way around. And then this is only going to be 3 steps, so it's going to be super quick. It's gonna stay at this angle. Or it's gonna stay in the direction, stay in that angle. Weapon distance is gonna go from 4 to 6, because we're extending the whip. Is the character moving? Move amount. Let's say that we move forward by about 10. So we're gonna go whoosh and like take a step forward. Okay. Character facing, 0, 0. Disallow aiming, true. Disallow turning, true. Disallow moving, true. Disallow dodging, true. Disallow attacking, true. Fair created sword damaging, true. Okay. Character speed modifier. That's not necessary. Weapon facing direction. Weapon sum image is going to be 0. Okay. Let's do about 1/3 of a second for the recoil. And then, so the weapon direction is going to be actually at 90 at the end. Okay. Now, and then the angle is gonna start at 0. Wait, no. What am I doing? 90. Then it's gonna be at not -90, more like -100, I think. Let's try that. Weapon distance is going to come back in to about 3. Character's not going to be moving. Character's still going to be facing forward. Okay, we're going to be disallowing aiming, disallowing turning, disallowing moving, disallowing dodging. Is going to be false because we want to be able to dodge out of this. Disallow attacking. Say false, I guess. We have no inserted attacks here. So for now, let's do -1. Okay, so let's see, how long have we spent on this attack already? We've spent 33 steps, so let's put this at 40 just to be safe. It's going to be absolutely nothing. False, false, false. The button input type says what type of input is needed for the next attack in the combo. 0 is pressed. If we should do an attack at the end of the animation, whether or not there should be any input at all, true or false. False if there is not. Wait, if we should do an attack at the end of the animation, whether or not there is any input at all, true if there is. False if there is not. I'm totally not sure what that is. Then allowing or disallowing attacks based on direction, not allowing any of them. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, I think this is good. Let's give this a test. Oh. Whip. So let's see. We just do this, I think. Nope. There we go. SPR attack. Whip. Start. Okay. Let's see if this works, or if it's broken. Actually, there's one thing I totally forgot to do. Subimage is 2. At least I believe it is. Yeah. Goodness, why is the music so quiet? Okay. Holy hell. Why are we creating another sword? Oh, I know why. I'm stupid. Okay. Forgot to cancel this out. Okay. Let's try this now. Totally the wrong direction. Apparently, I don't know how anything works. Okay. Well, totally forgot that degrees in this go counterclockwise, not clockwise. So let's fix this. Negative 360. Positive 100. Negative 90. Okay. That is odd as heck. Does it even damage? I don't think it does. Looks cool though. Okay, here, I'm gonna do something real quick. Disallow attacking. True. How long have we been going so far? About 40 minutes? Okay. I do like how this looks. I think it's pretty cool. Timing needs to be changed a bit though, and we also need to figure out how we're gonna do the hitboxes. Oh my goodness, hitboxes. Okay, that's something that really needs modifying then. Fun. Let's start by messing with the animation a little bit. Let's make this a bit faster. Let's look at our easing functions. So, linear would just be like this. I think we want to speed up, but not an incredible amount, so let's try ease in quad. I think that's it. Yep. Okay. And then we're gonna do, let's try ease out quart for this. And then let's leave the rest how it is. I like that. Not totally sure why it's drawing the whole thing though. Is there something in there about that? Open facing, speed modifier, damaging. How do we determine that? See, this is why you shouldn't take a month off from a project. Okay. Okay, show trail in there. Show trail is equal to true there. Okay. Right. So we're saving the variables for the swing trail right here, right? And we're only doing this if if the attack state is true. So the whole problem here is that it's not supposed to show the trail when from going around. Like, that makes no sense. I'm gonna slow the game down for a better look at this. Okay. So it's just... It thinks it's going in a 360, but why? What did I do wrong? I'm starting to think it might be in the script itself, as in the whip attack. Like, what if I just did this? And just left it like that. And then here we started that way. No. What the heck is going on here? Damaging is supposed to equal false right there. Wait, was that really it? Okay. Okay. Why not? Back up to 30. How do we determine the weapon tip anyway? Oh, that's how we get that. Fair, I guess. We are gonna have to change how this works, of course. Like maybe setting the weapon length in the animation itself. I'm not totally sure. Okay, so... Oh, of course. Where are we changing the collision? Now we do rotation and collision. Is it an animation preparation that we changed the mask? Yes, okay. So how do we choose this then? I built everything just for a single weapon, but clearly we need to build it for multiple types of weapons. Like... Hold on. Let's go to sprites. Was there really no way to change? Hold on. Let's do this. Let's try just mask index equals sprite index, I think. Hold on, I'm gonna look something up real quick. Game Maker Studio mask index with sub images. Hold on. What if we did SPR melee whip mask? And that was all we did. SPR melee whip mask is its name. go. What happens now? Did I not save that? Wait a moment. Shoot, I did it there. That's not what I wanted. Let's see what happens. Please work, because I'm not totally sure it will. Because I'm not sure if the mask is going to change with the sub-image. Okay. Oh, I think I know why. Because I didn't do it for this one. Just gonna straight up remove you this time. Okay. What if I then did it? This, so you had to be far enough away for it to work. Yeah, look at that. I like it. You gotta pay attention to your spacing. Alright, I'm gonna call this good for now. Hopefully I'm gonna do some more work before going to work today at 4 p.m. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.